Good morning and welcome to Mindful Matters, where being mindful matters. I have a short summarized video of a current update of the of the Bunker Bunch down in Alabama. Now, I don't make fun of people, and I'm not poking fun of people, but in a realistic sense, if you'll just take a look at the appearance of these people, and I'll explain why I said that. I brought that up. Let's go ahead and take a look at it here.
Breaking news from Bibb County. 7 of the 8 people charged in a child sex abuse case involving an underground bunker entered not guilty pleas this afternoon. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson was in court today, and she has the latest of what we're learning this hour.
The more we learn, the more chilling the details seem to be. And Friday's hearing painted a disturbing picture of what investigators believe happened to these children over the span of several years. Investigators also revealed that they have evidence that leads them to 15 to 20 still unidentified people who paid.
Yeah, 15 to 20 unidentified people that paid to go down there and do that. So be watching for people leaving town,
to enter the bunker. Bibb County investigator Justin Hobbs testified 2 of the child victims who were in DHR custody at the time first revealed what they called the secret bunker, saying they learned sexual behaviors there from suspect William Chase McElroy. Hobbs said multiple victims, some as young as 2 years old, described being touched, whipped with belts, and shocked with electric dog collars. One child said she was forced to perform sex acts while some of the suspects laughed, took pictures, and video. The 8 defendants face charges including rape, sodomy, human trafficking, kidnapping, and sexual torture. Assistant District Attorney Brian Jones says they are charged under Alabama's accomplice liability law, meaning prosecutors allege each suspect participated in or enabled the abuse, even if they didn't commit every act themselves.
Rarely do you have rapes and sodomies that fall under the complicity and the accomplice liability, but in this particular case, they were all involved in some degree to the abuse and to the rapes and sodomies and human trafficking and everything involved.
Hobbs testified some of the defendants admitted in interviews to drugging children with GHB, liquid ecstasy, and other substances. Those details came from the defendants themselves, not from toxicology testing. He also confirmed investigators have not recovered any of the alleged videos described by the victims. All 5 defendants in today's Aniah's Law hearing were denied bond. The 3 others remain in jail on no bond. In Bibb County, Gracie Johnson, ABC 3340 News.
Surrounding DHR agencies have stepped in to help with the investigation. Investigators say the child victims have been removed from Bibb County out of an abundance of safety. The investigation is still active and more arrests are possible.
All right. Let me go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. What I said about the appearance of those people, on a realistic sense, if you notice, the men and the women, they look undesirable. They're not pretty and they're not handsome. So that could contribute to a factor of them being loners, in a sense of, hey, it's nobody's going to want anybody like me. I'm not pretty. I don't offer anything to him or her. It's their thinking. Possibly be mindful of that mindset. So they go into the group think, into the group setting of being accepted, by whomever, and that, that's their comfort zone. So let's see here, and have I done some psychological research on the situation. I'll read a few pieces here. What influences the individual in the group setting? What causes them to just participate with, not use reasonable judgment? It's several psychological influences can cause individuals to participate in behavior without applying their usual reasonable judgment, including conformity, pressure to align one's attitude and behaviors with a group can override individual judgment. Diffusion of responsibility. When in a group, people tend to feel less personally accountable for their actions, thinking that other people are going to be the ones to pay the price, not me. That's, assuming others will take responsibility. This reduces their own sense of individual moral obligation, making it easier to participate in or overlook harmful behavior. Groupthink. It's the desire for harmony or conformity in a group can lead to poor decisions as individuals suppress doubts and critical thinking to maintain consensus. Group polarization. Groups can intensify the attitudes and decisions of members, pushing them toward more extreme behavior or views than they might hold independently. It's the peer pressure, more or less. So let's see here. These influences can cause individuals to act in ways they normally wouldn't by suppressing personal judgment, amplifying group norms, and diffusing responsibility. Conditions that help explain how people may participate in harmful or immoral acts within a group. It said that one of the members in that group was is an actual gang member. So that gang member involvement, that could lead to coercion, threatening acts. Hey, you'll participate or you pay the price. That's possible here. Don't doubt that. Absence of social support or allies. People are far more likely to resist harmful group pressures if they have social support, someone else who shares their viewpoint or refuses to conform. Without this, the fear of isolation or ridicule can silence independent judgment and push individuals to go along with the group, even if it conflicts with their morals. And here's one here. Locus of control. Okay. An individual's belief about control over their own actions matter. Those with an internal locus of control feel they are responsible for their actions and fate, so they're more likely to resist immoral group pressure. Conversely, individuals with an external locus of control may feel powerless and believe they must follow the group or authority, reducing their likelihood of independent judgment. Fear of ostracism and a desire for belonging. Let's see here. Cognitive dissonance and rationalization, power dynamics, and authority influence. Individuals may feel pressured to obey due to perceived authority within the group or fear of punishment. See, this goes back to what I'm talking about. These people, some of these people could be threatened or coerced into doing that in fear, retaliation or punishment like that. You got to remember there's a gang member involved in this, so, and money involved, so that's a possibility. Don't doubt that. But given the situation, but it's still an ongoing investigation, so people's still investigating it, and everything's come out, but this is just horrible. The children are going to suffer depression and anxiety, and for the rest of their lives, as they're damaged now. I mean, they can be helped, but they can't be cured. But I want everybody to have a good morning and have a good day. Be safe and peaceful.